I head to the coast and go look at some motorcycles. You're watching Lamvinsky's Garage. Let's hit it. Alright guys, we bought some scooters out here on the coast. Right over there is pretty much the Pacific Ocean. So, let's get these loaded up and I'll show you when we get out of here. Because I don't want to invade these guys' privacy. You know what I mean? Well, last night when we rolled in the old motorcycle hauler 2000, it was pretty dark and I couldn't get a very good video for you, so I'll just do it right now. What we're looking at here is a 1976 Yamaha XT500. Factory downpipe with the muffler. A little bit of a hole there, but overall a pretty good bike. Now, later TTs and XTs, and I think even the SRs, had a port here that came out a little further, and there was a piece of metal on the cam that would show you when it was at top dead so you could kick it right. And these things would start a lot easier. They're super notorious for being really hard bikes to start. This one I don't think is going to have much problem because she's pretty light on compression. I shouldn't be able to do that. But, you know, I'm thinking maybe, looks like our compression release is stuck. So, I think we'll get to reviving this old girl, make her run again. I'd really like another bike to ride in the woods. And for you guys that are watching, if you know me, I rode one of these in high school, a TT, an orange one. That was a pretty cool bike before I got my DRZ. But these other bikes over here are also super cool. This is a 71-ish Bultaco. They're Spanish, and I know I'm not making it up. Bultaco, B-U-L-T-A-C-O. This one was a flat track bike, and the gal that we got it from, it was her brother's bike, and unfortunately he isn't with us anymore. But she did show us pictures of him racing this bike. You could see the number plates and everything. But I'll throw those in and you can see them. It was really neat pictures. And we've got just an absolute cab full of stuff. Oh, the truck's even unlocked. Alright. Let's see. There's 2 boxes of Bultaco parts. The engine, most of the engine anyways, the fiberglass fenders, all the cool stuff to put these bikes back together. And we could dang near build 2 of them, probably just one, but these will be resurrected one day too. Not right now. I'm going to focus on that Yamaha. That's a little more my speed. So, let's get this thing unloaded. See about maybe making her make smoke again. Alrighty, we got the old girl inside now. And I found where our compression problem was. It was right here in the compression release. It had pulled forward and then pulled out of this mount and locked there like that. Pushed it down, and now she's got all sorts of compression. Not just the right amount, but she should. So I'm going to pull the spark plug, put some oil down the cylinder, because I have no idea when the last time this thing was ran. Just looking at it, I'd say maybe 10 years or so. Would you quiet down? Knock it off. Thank you. So we'll get that spark plug out. We'll put oil in it. And me and Christopher are going to go get some lunch. We'll let her soak. Hook the carburetor back up. I'm going to drain the oil if there's any in it. Put fresh oil in it, and we'll see if we can make this thing make smoke. These 500cc Yamahas have a drain plug there and a drain plug here. They're a dry sump, so all their oil is generally stored up here in a tank in the frame, but when they set for so long, they seep down and then stay in the engine. I don't know how much is in it, and I don't want to fire it up and without knowing how much oil's in it. So I'm going to dump it out. I got a fresh change of oil and a filter and all that stuff. And I got a little bit of it out already, and it's just cleaner than a pin. I don't know if it's ever even been ran on this oil. But I'm going to pull it out anyways because I don't know how much is in here. Well, I got the oil out, and I can kind of tell why they only did this style of pipe for 1 year. It's kind of inconvenient, especially if she was a little warm. But there's about 2 quarts in it, it looks like, and it is clean as a pin. I'm not sure this thing even ran on the oil that was in it. But I'm still going to check the filter, see how it looks, and then I'm going to check the points and see how they look, see if we can get us some spark. Oh boy, we got that cover off. Get this filter out. It just is not good. That's pretty ugly. Let's get that cleaned up and put the new filter in before we make this thing make smoke, because that's just kind of gross. Alright, we're in the side cover here, and you can see the points are not good. They're awful rusty. Points like that don't make spark. So I got a little bit of sandpaper. We'll clean them up a little bit, and then we'll test if we have spark. And as if by magic, we have nice shiny-ish points again. Those might make us some spark. Let's find out. Well, let's see if we get some spark out of this old spark plug. You turn on the switch, turn on the key, kick this thing over by hand. Let's see, is there anything there? Oh yeah, there's spark there. Did you see it? I seen it. All right, we get some fuel in this big girl, and she's gonna run. Well, upon further inspection as to why the throttle wasn't working, that would be a pretty good reason. The cables are broke. These TTs and XTs have a twin cable on them. One pushes, one pulls. But we're getting ready to go on a trip, so I'm just gonna bundle this thing up and push it in the garage for now, and we'll get back to it and make it make smoke in a couple days probably. It's gonna be a little while. We're going out of town for a mighty fine machine. Well, it looks like we have snow incoming, and we decided to cancel our trip. There's another TT500 around here somewhere, so I'm going to see if I can get me a throttle cable for it. Maybe some other odds and ends. Let's go see if we can find it. Coming out back here, there's one of the TTs right there, next to some slot mags. But she's missing the important piece that I'm looking for. Looks like it's got a decent tank on it. How's it look inside? Well, it should look good inside because it's aluminum. Oh yeah. That tank that I have is, what's it called? It's got the sealer in it. So, well, let's go back here. There's more scooters. So, we'll just go for a quick walkabout. That's all Honda stuff. I know it's not there. And I don't think it's going to be in here. Guess I'll get this one opened up and find out. And it looks like my light's finally burnt out. Cummins. Honda stuff. Ooh. Suzuki stuff. KLR, KLX 400. Same thing as a DRZ 400, but Kawasaki. Aha! That's TT stuff, I'm pretty sure. Let me go through, find out. Well, there was nothing of interest or need in that box besides some little bit of Bultaco stuff and some Yamaha stuff, but there's my dad's CL250. That's what that engine was for back there. And if you guys like this motorcycle stuff, and you're interested, I think we can keep doing it, because I really want to build this. This is my dad's 77-ish Bultaco 350 Frontera that he painted forever ago, and it's got a fresh engine in the shop. That I do know. There's more Bultaco stuff, some BSA stuff. If you guys would like to see more motorcycle things, let us know. Put it down in the comments, and we'll see about getting some more motorcycle content out. Because it's kind of fun. I haven't been this excited to get back into motorcycles in a long time. There's really cool stuff too. These Kawasaki's, they have the carburetor in the case on that side. Kind of goofy. There's that CL engine. Oh boy. Starting to rain. Our weather here has just been absolutely nuts the last few days. It was 70 something degrees, and now it's calling for snow tonight. And you know, I'm just not interested in that. But I know how much you guys looking at other people's junk. Let's take a look at this pile of Honda 90s. Maybe we'll resurrect the Honda 90 one of these days. I wouldn't mind it. My buddy Christopher's got an ST. That's a pretty sweet bike. But yeah, well, I'm going to go look around in the shop, see if I can't find that throttle cable for that old girl. We'll regroup in a minute. Well, I asked the old man, and he goes, hey, there's a box of throttles over here. And look, there's two of them. They're not Yamaha, I think they're both Honda. But they're dual cable and blah, blah, blah. I can make it work. I'm not worried. We'll be making smoke in no time. Well, we were looking at putting a throttle cable on. We realized that the slide is stuck. So now the carburetor's off. And the inside of it, from what you can see, is just real bad. It's been a long time since this thing's been ran, and how'd that gash get in there? Anyways, take her apart, clean her up, and see what we can do. I got the bowl taken off, and you can see it's not terribly bad in here. We broke the gasket. I can make a new one though. And the plug for the very bottom is just full of crap. Nothing else really moves inside. The float moves up and down, but it's all, the rest is stuck. We'll clean it up and put her back on. Well, the carburetor was soaking for a while, and I did finally get the slide to move. It's unstuck now, so that's a bonus. But I still can't get the needle to come out of the seat. She's in there pretty good, and I just don't want to reef on it with some pliers or something, so I'm going to let this soak in the juice for a while. I want to put as little money into this as possible. But when it runs, you know, we can do stuff to it. But before it runs, you gotta know what you got first. Well, I let this needle soak overnight, yet again, and my dad, being the professional needle remover that he is, said he'd get it fixed for me. So, I come out, and look at that. It's out. So now, I just gotta get them cleaned up. I mean, look at this thing. It is gnarly. It needs cleaned up bad. We'll clean that up, get her put back together, and then we'll see about making a gasket, and we'll put her on. Alrighty, we got a gasket put in. We had to cut one out because this one's broke. Where's my hand? There it is. And we got to reinstall now. We're getting that much closer. The carburetor's reinstalled. I've got my boots on. We've got throttle cableage. We'll put on the fuel tank, put some gas in her, and we'll make some smoke. We got the tank on. We got a new spark plug in, and it's got a pretty good fuel leak coming from the petcock here. So when it's off, it doesn't leak. As soon as I turn it on, you might be able to see it. Yep, there she goes. She's just running out of there. But we got the bowl full, so we should be able to start it. And that's all we really want right now, just to see if we're going to go ahead with this bike at all. So, let me get you guys set up, and let's make this thing run. Well, here goes nothing on the first attempt to see if this thing will run. Let's see what we can do. All right. Choke it. We'll probably need it. Turn our key on. These big girls are kind of finicky. Ah. Whew. Well, it fired. That's why I put my boots on. We'll unchoke it now. No, she ran for a second. I'm gonna need to set my throttle up. See if we can get a little bit of turn to it. But it hopped.
She wants to.
She's trying. Might need to turn the gas back on so we can get some more in there. Let her flow for a second. It doesn't seem to be leaking now. But I'm still going to turn it back off. Boy, I really need my throttle to be over here so I can run it. But that's okay. Maybe we'll choke again. Right there. Oh, boy. Ah!
So close.
Dang it. Well, we know it's going to run. Come on. Come on. I know you want to. Well, let's let her sit for a minute. I might have you run the throttle. Okay. I'm too stubborn to give up that easy, so we'll try her a few more times tonight. I did get it to backfire, so maybe we'll get it to fire this time. We got you choked. Come on. Oh, boy. That one didn't hurt as bad as the other ones. Oh, come on. I know you want to. Oh. All right. That's enough, you stubborn bastard. I'll hit you again in the morning. See if we can make you start then. Ow, that hurt. All right, I got my professional throttle handler here. We'll see if we can make this thing run today. Choke it, turn the key on. Whew. Well, if you try.
Take the choke off.
One more choke. She's trying. Choke it again. Yeah.
Shut the gas off.
We'll check the spark plug. See what it looks like. Probably flooded. Again. Well, I've been kicking on this thing on and off camera. So, we're going to pull the points, or pull the points cover, check the points again, maybe see if we can find a 6-volt battery laying around. That would probably help us too. But, we'll check that and see about starting her again. Well, we got the point shined up. See what she does this time. Almost wet. We're close. Come on, come back to the top. Whew. Well, started for a second.
Leave it on.
We leave it choked.
I don't know. You ran out of gas. So
Yeah.
leave the gas on. Choke it. Try again. Almost wet.
Try it. Oh, that one felt good. Dang,
Take the choke off.
that one felt good too. She did it though. She runs again. All that smoke. Somebody had put a heat shield down here right where you drain the oil, and it all went inside. It was burning her up. But she runs again. And that's a pretty good start, I'd think. Well, I think that's probably going to wrap us up for this video. If you'd like to see more, let us know in the comments. Give us a like, subscribe, some criticism, whatever you think. But anyways, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.